Welcome to Motive Mystery, where the wisdom of the ages meets the challenges of today. In today's exploration, we delve into the life and legacy of Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. Freud's groundbreaking theories on the human psyche, sexuality, and the unconscious mind revolutionized our understanding of human behavior. Born in 1856 in the Austrian Empire, Freud's early life in Vienna set the stage for his later work. His theories, including the Oedipus complex and the concept of repression, sparked controversy yet laid the foundation for modern psychology. Freud's work extends beyond psychology, influencing literature, art, and culture. His concept of the ego, ID, and superego has become part of our everyday language. Despite facing criticism, Freud remained committed to exploring the depths of the human mind. Join us as we uncover the profound impact of Freud's thought on our modern world, and how his insights continue to challenge and enlighten us. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Sigmund Freud, a pioneering psychoanalyst, often explored the impact of past experiences on our present self. Freud's insight highlights the transformative beauty of struggle, shaping our character and resilience. In modern life, this perspective helps us appreciate our hardships as essential parts of our growth and personal development. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Sigmund Freud, known for his deep exploration of the human psyche, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and honesty. Freud believed that true self-honesty is key to personal development and understanding one's own mind. This concept remains relevant today, encouraging individuals to engage in introspection for mental well-being. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Freud's work often delved into the human desire for security over freedom. He suggested that a fear of responsibility leads many to prefer the comfort of constraints. In today's context, this quote challenges us to reflect on our own choices between freedom and security. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Freud frequently addressed the consequences of repressed emotions. He believed that unexpressed emotions could resurface in harmful ways, affecting mental health. This insight is especially relevant in modern discussions about emotional expression and mental health. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Freud explored the vulnerability that comes with deep emotional connections. He identified love as a profound source of emotional suffering due to its innate vulnerability. This concept is relevant in understanding the complexities of human relationships and emotional well-being. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Freud believed that acknowledging and understanding our vulnerabilities is crucial for personal growth. He emphasized that embracing our vulnerabilities can lead to greater personal strength and resilience. Today, this insight informs approaches to mental health and self-improvement. Where does a thought go when it's forgotten? Freud's interest in the subconscious led to questions about the nature of thoughts and memory. He suggested that forgotten thoughts reside in the subconscious, influencing behavior and emotions. This idea remains significant in contemporary psychology, especially in understanding memory processes and the subconscious. He that has eyes to see and ears to hear may convince himself that no mortal can keep a secret. If his lips are silent, he chatters with his fingertips. Betrayal oozes out of him at every pore. Freud was fascinated with the subconscious and believed that secrets are often inadvertently revealed. He suggested that true feelings and thoughts often manifest in unintentional ways. This concept is significant in psychoanalysis and understanding human behavior. A woman should soften but not weaken a man. Freud's views on gender roles reflected the norms of his time and often focused on the dynamics between men and women. He believed in the complementary nature of male and female roles in relationships. This perspective is debated in modern gender studies, exploring the complexity of gender roles. Religious doctrines are all illusions. They do not admit of proof, and no one can be compelled to consider them as true or to believe in them. Freud often explored the psychological aspects of religion and its impact on the human psyche. He viewed religious beliefs as psychological constructs without empirical evidence. This perspective is influential in the psychological study of religion and belief systems. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement, that they seek power, success, and wealth for themselves and admire them in others, and that they underestimate what is of true value in life. Freud often criticized the societal focus on materialistic and superficial achievements. He believed that people often overlook the deeper aspects of life, such as emotional fulfillment. This critique is relevant today as we examine the impact of materialism on our lives and well-being. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. Freud appreciated the depth of insight and emotional expression found in poetry. He recognized that poets often explore and articulate aspects of the human experience that resonate with psychoanalytic themes. This statement reflects the intersection of psychology and literature in understanding the human condition. In so doing, the idea forces itself upon him that religion is comparable to a childhood neurosis, and he is optimistic enough to suppose that mankind will surmount this neurotic phase, just as so many children grow out of their similar neurosis. Freud often likened religious belief to a form of childhood neurosis. He believed that humanity would evolve beyond the need for religious constructs. This view challenges traditional perspectives on religion and its role in human development. In the depths of my heart, I can't help being convinced that my dear fellow men, with a few exceptions, are worthless. Freud often expressed a cynical view of human nature in his writings. He believed that most people fail to achieve their potential, leading to feelings of disillusionment. This statement reflects Freud's critical and often pessimistic perspective on society and individual development. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. Freud explored the dynamics of love and its impact on the ego in his psychological theories. He suggested that love requires a diminishment of ego and self-centeredness, leading to personal growth. This concept is relevant in the modern understanding of relationships and emotional development. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. Freud was known for his critical analysis of religion and its paradoxes. He argued that religion has been used to justify both moral and immoral actions throughout history. This perspective offers a critical lens through which to examine the role of religion in ethical and moral discourse. The madman is a dreamer awake. Freud saw parallels between the experiences of the mentally ill and the psychological processes in dreams. He believed that in both states, the subconscious mind expresses itself more freely, revealing deeper truths. This insight is significant in understanding the link between dreams and mental health. Religion is a system of wishful illusions together with a disavowal of reality, such as we find nowhere else but in a state of blissful hallucinatory confusion. Religion's 11th commandment is "Thou shalt not question." Freud was highly critical of religion, viewing it as a form of escape from reality. He believed that religion discourages critical thinking and questioning. This viewpoint contributes to debates on the psychological role of religion in society. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. Freud often explored the tension between societal norms and innate desires. He suggested that suppressed desires may manifest in dreams, while others act them out in reality. This concept is influential in understanding human behavior and the role of the subconscious. It is that we are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love, never so helplessly unhappy as when we have lost our loved object, or its love. Freud believed that love makes us vulnerable to profound emotional pain. He highlighted the deep connection between love and loss, and the subsequent emotional impact. This insight has influenced modern understanding of grief and attachment. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. Freud viewed religion as a creation of the human mind to fulfill deep psychological needs. He believed that religion provides comfort by aligning with innate human desires and fears. This perspective has been influential in the psychological study of religion. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. Freud emphasized the significance of sexuality in shaping an individual's personality and behavior. He believed that sexual attitudes and experiences are reflective of broader life patterns. This concept is central to Freud's psychoanalytic theory and has influenced how we understand human behavior. He does not believe that does not live according to his belief. Freud emphasized the importance of aligning actions with beliefs. He suggested that true belief is reflected not just in thoughts but in one's way of living. This idea challenges individuals to critically examine the authenticity of their convictions. Where the questions of religion are concerned, people are guilty of every possible kind of insincerity and intellectual misdemeanor. Freud was critical of the hypocrisy and intellectual dishonesty he perceived in religious beliefs and practices. He believed that people often disregard logic and truth in matters of faith. This view provides a lens for analyzing the psychological aspects of religious adherence. America is a mistake, a giant mistake. Freud's statement reflects his critical view of American culture and society. He was skeptical of the American emphasis on wealth and success, perceiving it as superficial. Freud's critique invites reflection on the values and priorities of modern societies. Neurotics complain of their illness, but they make the most of it, and when it comes to taking it away from them, they will defend it like a lioness her young. Freud observed that some individuals become attached to their neuroses, seeing them as integral to their identity. He suggested that this attachment makes it challenging to accept healing and change. This concept is important in understanding the complexities of psychological treatment. Beauty has no obvious use, nor is there any clear cultural necessity for it. Yet civilization could not do without it. Freud recognized the inexplicable importance of beauty in human culture. He believed that beauty, while not essential for survival, plays a vital role in enriching human life and civilization. This view underscores the significance of aesthetics in society. My love is something valuable to me which I ought not to throw away without reflection. Freud emphasized the value and complexity of love in the human experience. He suggested that love should be approached with care and reflection, recognizing its profound impact on our lives. This perspective is integral to understanding the dynamics of human relationships. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. Freud believed that the pursuit of happiness is not a natural or primary goal of human life. He suggested that life inherently involves struggle and conflict, which challenged the concept of constant happiness. This perspective provides a realistic approach to understanding human existence and its challenges. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. Freud highlighted the complex nature of human morality, which often encompasses contradictory elements. He believed that individuals underestimate their moral capacities while also harboring potential for immorality beyond their awareness. Freud's insight challenges us to explore the depths and contradictions of our moral selves. Appreciation for joining our journey.